What's up guys, it's April 20th, 2018. Today marks day one of our road trip down to California where I'm going to go and compete in the Woodland drum major competition. So hopefully if I can get you guys some good footage of that and some traveling footage. I'm going to be traveling with my two dogs and my dad, so he's going to be in this video with me. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we stopped after a 5-hour drive. We arrived in Kingsman, Arizona, and luckily we found a hotel room, or luckily we found a hotel that's actually pet friendly, because traveling around with these two big girls over here, yeah. Now you may be wondering, Artie, why are you traveling? I mean, you could fly from Colorado to California, but a certain airline that shall remain nameless, the last time I flew with my dog was from Atlanta to California, and a certain airline that shall remain nameless left my dog in Atlanta when I arrived in California. So she was sitting on the tarmac for a good 9 hours before they decided to, before they rescheduled her flight back to California. So after that, I'm never flying with my dog again, because I can't risk her on a plane, sending her through freight. Say hi. Say hi, Lucy. Yeah, so we're gonna be on the road again. We have one more day of traveling, and then we'll make it to California, and then get ready for my competition. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, Leia. Didn't get any sleep last night. Woke up at 2 because it's around the same time that they would wake up, around 3:30 in Colorado. I hate the time. It's only 1 hour time change, but still it affects the two dogs. What are you doing, girl? So we're up for another 9-hour drive from Arizona to California. Come on, Lucy, go poop. One of the hazards of traveling around with a dog on a road trip is, you have to stop and have them poop every now and then. But when you have a stubborn dog like Lucy, who doesn't like to poop in strange places, that's when you have a problem. Seriously, America, what was the point of Manifest Destiny if we're not going to build anything out here? Here we are, home sweet home. Just arrived about 5 minutes ago. Dogs are in the backyard, they're playing. And right now, just gonna get settled in and, probably go to dinner with my parents and start getting ready for Saturday. So one of the hazards I have with the competition coming up is that I haven't had some quality time to practice with my competition mace. Now, most of the time where I live, I only had my Peacock's American mace, and those of you who know, the Malacca cane maces actually spin a little bit differently than a standard American mace. They spin a little bit slower and they've got more flex in them. Problem I have with my Peacock mace is that I'm not able to toss it and catch it comfortably without it really hurting my hands. Unlike with these ones that have a little bit more flex into it, I can do a power toss in it and catch it no problem. Only problem also, since it's wood and it's a little bit longer, it spins a little bit slower, so I have to gain the strength to actually spin this thing again. Also, one of the problems I have spinning right now in my backyard is that my backyard, my old spinning ground, is actually being occupied by my dog right now, who loves to lie down in the middle of my yard where I usually practice. So I have to go find another practice spot. I got her hogging the grassy area, and I've got her over there that tends to actually try to get in my way sometimes. And here are my mom's two chihuahuas that love to freaking sunbathe. So I'm getting my uniform ready for competition, and I've got my jackets and my kilts off at the cleaners right now, and I'm ready to pick them up probably this week. Hopefully by Thursday or tomorrow they should be done. But one of the problems I have right now, and if you wear a Highland uniform or a Scottish uniform, you'd probably relate to this, is that now I have to go through all the accessories that I use with my uniform to figure out what I want to wear. And I've got them right here. So right here is the box or boxes of stuff that I use for my uniform. Now the main part of a Scottish uniform, of course, is the kilt and the jacket, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff like sporrans and Glengarries and socks and other stuff that I would be wearing. So I kind of have to go through these and figure out what I want to wear or what I want to use. I'm trying to figure out how I want to edit this video. Do I want to have my entire trip to California actually as one big video, or do I want to actually have, you know, little videos of a vlog the entire week, you know? I'm kind of trying to be able to figure out what I want to do. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. And that's probably also the reason why I haven't been making videos lately. And the reason being is that I might have said this in a previous video, but not really. I've been off of YouTube for about 3 years, and you probably noticed this. And most of the people that used to watch my videos back in the day, they've graduated and moved on from high school drum majoring off to bigger and better things. And I've been kind of neglecting my YouTube stuff, my YouTube videos lately, only because I have a lot of stuff that I have to do. I have work. I know that you're used to hearing the constant excuses of, oh, I have work, I have a life. Well, yeah, I do have work, I do have life, and I have these two girls. Lucy, what are you doing? That's my mom's chihuahua, and my big... I have these two big girls who are constantly occupying a lot of my time. So a lot of the times, either I'm at work, which I'm usually working, you know, Monday through Fridays, or I'm spending time with these two dogs, you know, making sure they actually get good exercises, making sure they get good exercise, making sure they're fed, making sure they actually have, I can actually spend time with them. Because usually during the day, on the weekdays when I'm at work, you know, they're mostly at home alone, and I kind of feel bad for them. So I don't really have time to devote to actually putting out YouTube videos every single week like these other YouTubers do. My main goal right now is to be able to put out a video possibly maybe once a month or maybe once every other week. It all comes down to actually filming, sitting down to film, and sitting down to edit. Back in the day, I used to be able to just put out a video and edit it and get it out there as fast as possible. But lately, YouTube has changed. YouTube has evolved to the point where you can't put out, you want to put out like quality entertainment. You want to put out quality content. and you want to make sure that it's actually something you're proud of. Looking back at my old videos, I can't watch those videos without cringing because look at the potato quality. I was using a digital camera. That was my first digital camera. Actually, that's technically my dad's camera, but it was the family camera, and that thing was, I don't know how many megapixels were on that thing, but that thing was, at the time, that back when I loaded my first video, that was considered state of the art back in the day. And I'm watching those videos and you can hardly see anything in it, especially majority of videos nowadays are in 4K. The other problem I have with putting out my tutorial videos is that they're a pain to film and they're a pain to edit. Most of the time is I kind of have to figure out what approach I want to go with. I want to be able to put out quality videos, Stop it, Lucy. Gosh dang. I want to be able to put up quality videos for you guys, but the problem is, a lot of the times is sorting out through all the raw footage and sorting out through what I want to use and kind of planning out a video. You want some attention? They're a pain to film because usually when I film my tutorials, I just have a tripod in my camera and my mace, and that's pretty much it. And a lot of times I don't know that I have quality footage until when I edit it and I find out that the footage is not that good and I have to go back and reshoot it. And a lot of times I have to find a big wide open space where I can shoot my videos. I think with the amount of footage that I'm getting right now, I think it's best probably just to have it shot as one long video for my YouTube vlog. I mean, I don't really put out vlogs that much and I don't really do these commentaries that much, but I mean, I'm open to change for my YouTube site. I'm open to actually evolve with YouTube. I mean, remember what I was talking about? What I was talking about is that YouTube has actually changed over the years, and nowadays you really can't put out nowadays you actually put out like quality entertainment or quality videos to actually be considered relevant nowadays. And my main goal right now is I'm not really looking to be the quintessential drum major guy on YouTube. I mean, it's great that people come to me and ask for, tips and tutorials, but my main goal right now with YouTube is actually to start the drum major community. You have BookTube, you have the fitness community on YouTube, you have all these different little communities on YouTube, and I feel like we need to have actually a drum major community. I mean, there's this great YouTube site who I think he reached out to me. His profile I think is Union Mine Drum Majors, and he actually does some military baton tutorials on YouTube, and I think that's great. I think it's great that there's more people that are doing YouTube tutorials on drum majoring, because we don't really have that much, and a lot of the times I didn't have that, in high school. I didn't have the benefit going to a YouTube site and learning how to do certain moves. I personally had to go to competition, videotape every drum major that I competed against and actually pick moves that I wanted to do. I would watch those videos over and over and over and over again and figure out how to do a move that I liked and incorporate it in my routine. And nowadays, with the advent of YouTube, most people, they find a move that they like and then they just watch that YouTube video over and over and over and over again. And I see these drum majors nowadays, especially in Southern California, that, the drum major community in Southern California is really huge. Thanks to, Jason Figuyo, who is the world champion drum major, who competes in Scottish Games, mind you. Not only is he a great drum major instructor, but he is also a great drum major competitor. And, he created like a really big drum majoring community in Southern California. There are bees everywhere right now, and we don't really have that here in Northern California. I mean, we don't have, there is what they call like the World Drum Major Association, which we don't really have any branches here in Northern California. Granted, we do have some like instructors from WDMA up here in the north, but we don't really have like a WDMA competition. They're all based in the Southern California. And I feel like, with YouTube and the internet, that's kind of a great way for, us drum majors to actually, network and, get to know each other and, exchange ideas. because, like I said, back in the day, there was this huge like competition between drum majors, and no one really talked to each other. You usually didn't talk to them until you get the competition, or if you're lucky enough to go to, if you were lucky enough to go to USA Drum Major Camp, you'd probably see your competition there, and you'd make friends with them, and you get to know them, and you'd meet them in competition, wish them luck. But you know nowadays, now with the advent of the internet, I've had people reach out to me for like spinning sessions, and I'd be happy to grab my mace and come spin with you guys. But you know with the workload that I have, and what I do, my military obligations, I don't really have that time to do that. But like I said, I'm more than willing to have a little spin session with a lot of you guys. We're trying to get used to the California weather. Those of you who don't know me know that I lived in California for a good portion of my life. I've lived here since I was 8. Then 2 years ago I moved to Georgia, which I'm not used to that form of heat. I mean, it's warm here. It's also warm in Georgia, but in Georgia we had a little thing called humidity, where it would say temperature would say it would be like 80, like 90 degrees, but with the humidity and the heat index. And my dogs are going crazy right now. Also, another reason why I haven't been posting videos is like I have a bad habit of procrastination. Really bad habit of procrastination. I have a video on my phone right now, which I did like a little vlog of pretty much what I'm explaining to you guys now with, pretty much what I'm explaining to you guys now regarding, my absence from YouTube. And of course, what did I do? I didn't edit it. I didn't upload it onto my computer. I didn't do anything with it. It's just sitting on my phone right now. I'm not really looking to get to win first place or even place or anything at competition this year. I just want to have fun. I haven't done this in 3 years. I haven't been able to compete in Scottish Games for 3 years because of certain things I had to do. For one year I was supposed to come home and actually compete. I was slated to do honor guard for 6 months, and I was in the base honor guard for 6 months performing military honors for military funerals. The second time I was supposed to go, I couldn't because I was testing for staff sergeant. And the third year I was supposed to go home, I couldn't because I was going through airman leadership school. So I couldn't go home. So those three, literally every time that I wanted to come home and compete, I couldn't because I had stuff that came up. Oh yeah, I was talking about the weather. Yeah, I'm not really used to this California heat. It's kind of mild right now. It's actually, I think it's about to be 80 degrees. Now, I just drove down from Colorado. I've been living there for about 6 months now, and lately it's actually been, the weather's been decent. It's been pretty mild, but we just got done with the winter weather, so it's been snowing. My first time actually being in a snowy environment, even though I'm from Northern California where it does snow in Tahoe, but I don't go to Tahoe that much. But yeah, had to deal with snowy weather, which is the reason why I couldn't do any YouTube videos. And also, the weather in Colorado is also pretty unpredictable. Where it usually rains, Colorado gets snow. We get snowfalls every now and then, and it's April and it's still snowing. So it's actually nice. Today's actually a nice break from the snow from Colorado, getting some sun in, and being able to enjoy the warm weather. So I was saying, my mom has this weird system of keeping track of where our dogs poop. Is that every time a dog will poop, she will mark the area with a rock. So therefore, I guess when the poop dries up, she can pick it up a lot easier, or it makes it easier to pick up. But I mean, you can see that we've got rocks all over our backyard. And I did drop my mace earlier, and it landed on one of the rocks. So, which means I gotta go pick up poop. So I might cut this video and actually might just have a trip video and then actually have my competition video. So rather than having this one long video, instead of having you guys sit through an entire long vlog just to see the actual competition, I might just have a video with highlights, and then eventually have my actual competition video. So I know we'll never know. I mean, lately I'm talking about the future, and then when I load this video, just literally stuff from the past. So I don't know what else to talk about. Boopy doopy doo. Bye guys.